It was the loudest sound I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, like you hear like sports cars and they rev their engines and everything, times 10.
Well, an unmistakable sound when Brianna Dyer started her car before heading to work. Now, she knew immediately she wouldn't be making it in that day. And experts say thefts like Dyer's are on the rise, especially right here in Texas. And tonight, we're following the growing trend. 12 News reporter James Grant joins us with more on how Dyer was affected and advice from Vider Police Chief Rod Carroll.
Brenna Dyer says she's heard about these thefts on the news, but never thought she'd become a victim.
Immediately turned it on, and it was the loudest sound I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, like you hear like sports cars and they rev their engines and everything, times 10.
Dyer says she was about to leave for work last week just before 8 in the morning. That's when she discovered someone had stolen the catalytic converter.
The night before, I got to my apartment around like midnight, and I went back the next morning to go to work around 8 a.m. So it was in between that time frame.
Dyer says she had to borrow her sister's car in the meantime. She says the stolen part isn't covered by her insurance, and a new catalytic converter could cost her up to $2,000. The whole experience has her on edge, and she's been on high alert, being mindful about where she parks.
Even being parked at work, that freaks me out, even though it's out in the open and people are driving around constantly.
Vider Police Chief Rod Carroll says catalytic converters have been on cars since the 90s, but thefts have gone up recently as thieves discovered what's in these car parts.
It's only recently due to the cost of replacement of catalytic converters, and they realized what was in the interior of the catalytic converters as far as precious metals. Did they begin to steal them when they saw value in them?
Carroll says these thieves are targeting trucks and vans in poorly lit areas like parking lots outside commercial businesses. He says they're also stealing them off abandoned cars so people don't even realize they're a victim. So he's offering up some important reminders.
If you put cameras up on your house, criminals see those cameras. They don't like to be noticed. Well-lit areas. Park your vehicle in a well-lit area.
Chief Carroll says these thefts will continue to happen until legislation is enforced or the auto industry makes changes. Outside Vider PD, James Grant, 12 News.